I love board games. And you'd think that because I live with my brother, we'd be playing them all the time. Unfortunately, he just doesn't like board games like I do. But, for the sake of this new series, he's willing to give some a try. This is Board Gamer versus Board Gamer. And today, for the first episode, we are going to be playing Santorini. Designed by Gordon Hamilton and released by Roxley and Spin Master, is a 2-player game that is super easy to learn. I showed my brother the rules in about 2 minutes. It is just very, very difficult to master. Let's see how it plays. Alright, and we are ready to start playing. Now the rules say that the youngest person gets to go first, so last time I checked, that is me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and I will start, well, I guess we just start by a place where my workers are going to go.
Just do it.
Because you know that there's no real strategy to this part. I mean, there
Says
is.
you.
There is. All right, so what was going through your head there when you put them there?
Strategy.
Okay, all right.
First moves. I'm thinking through my first 3 moves right now.
All right, I'm going to move here. I'm going to place my first little part of the tower there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay, alright.
Just the wheels turning. All right. I'm going to go up here. Place one there. I'm going to go there. Make sure that you can't run away from me. And place one there. You either run away with the game or physically have your workers run away from me. I mean, it's like I feel better because I have 2 workers close.
Right.
You know.
I see why you would have a false sense of security.
Ah, is that what that is? Okay. Now, I do feel that puts me somewhat in a better spot. I mean, there's no point putting one there because then you will bring that worker over to block it. I don't think we're to a point yet where I can do any sort of real blocking just yet. So I'm still feeling you out. I hope that whatever I did there, makes you be like, ah, fuck.
Damn it. Shit.
It's all falling apart. Of course, I will move here, and I will dome you. So now that guy has to come down. He has to land. he has to walk away from all of this. He has to semi come down. Here. Actually, this is... We'll do this around to make sure that... Let's see what's going on. So I moved him, and I will... I think just put another level 1 right there. Rotating it throws me off a little bit. I don't know if you were experiencing the same thing.
No.
Okay, great. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear that didn't screw you up. think. Just trying to make sure you can't get too far away from where I am and block me off. I also feel like I have 2 workers going up against your 1 worker right now, and why is it so hard for me and 2 guys to like be defending the 1 worker that you've used so far? Bringing in that second worker. Bring us back to look like this. Now that I've completed the move part, I am going to, I think, build the second part of a tower here and hope that that doesn't turn into a mistake a few turns down the line, I guess. Just everything feels like a mistake at this point. And then I think I should just move to here. Place one down here is my best option at this point. I think that you might still have a way to get out of this. I knew what I definitely should not do, but I didn't have anything that was obvious about what I definitely should do. Yeah, see, so that guy can't walk. That's it, right? I have no way to get back to that.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
But you should probably just play it out.
I mean, I'm trying to, I mean, there's nothing, yeah, I can't get to here. I can't dome that. You have all the access to it.
It does seem that way. The longer we sit here and
so it was a mistake for me to put that level 2 there earlier. It just led to your victory.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, I'll do that, and I'm not going to give you 2 different ways to win, so I'll just put that there instead. And there you go. Game 1 goes to you.
Yes, it does. I think I just have like a 3-dimensional mind.
That I don't have.
Which is even better than a photographic mind, I'm pretty sure. It's a 3-dimensional mind.
We've played a few practice games before this, and I'll admit that he just keeps beating me.
I'll admit that it feels really good to do that, too.
I was going to wait to hold off on the special abilities, but at this point, I kind of feel like I have to introduce them because it's the only way that I have a chance of beating you in this game.
I'm good with just keep playing like this and just keep beating you.
Well,
old-fashioned, I mean.
Just the good old-fashioned meat and
whatever
potatoes.
you want to do. If you want me to beat you in a new way, I mean.
We'll bring out the special abilities, and Paul can have a new and exciting way to beat me. All right. Here we go. Round 2 coming up.
All right, let's do this.
All right, and we're ready to start game 2. We've both selected gods to play this time. I am the Minotaur, and whenever I have the option to, I can like push Paul's workers out of their spot if the next spot next to it is available. So I just push them out of it, and it says regardless of if it changes their level or not.
And I have Hermes, so I can move both of my workers as many times as I want, as long as they stay on the same level. And at the end of my turn, I can build with one of my builders.
Yep. So we both agree that Paul has the better ability, and that's great that he was able to get an advantage in this game that he keeps beating me in.
Seems like now you're putting a lot of pressure on me to beat you because I have the better advantage and because I am pretty much undefeated in this game.
Yeah, it's starting to look that way. Well,
It almost doesn't matter where I start my guys.
because you'll make it work. Yeah, you'll make it work for you.
The hell I want to.
And then they're just gonna slide them all over the place. Yep. Yeah. So like I can move like this, and then you can just have both your workers come over to my over to where I started.
This is true.
Basically.
So I'm gonna have one guy go here. I have one guy go there.
Well, they can't change.
That's right.
Levels.
I can't change levels. I have one guy go here, one guy go there.
Right. So they can move all the spaces as long as they're not changing levels.
And then I am going to start my own little foundation right here.
On this rock, you will build your church. Here we go. I will move this guy over here, and I will place that there. Still just trying to keep my guys as close as I can to the action. The crazy action of this game.
All right, well, I am going to just move my one guy up one and put a foundation over here. I also want to point out that I do not need to take a turn. I can leave my guys as is.
Well, yeah, you don't. Well, you're taking a turn. You don't have to move.
I can
your
build.
Work. You cannot.
I can
move.
just build, but I don't have to move
At
my builders.
Correct.
As part of my special ability.
Yeah.
If I get them in a sweet spot, I can just leave them.
I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to go up here. And I'm going to place one here. I'm going to move this guy to here, forcing your guy up there. And then I'll just do a building over here, away from you. Which means your guys are going to have to change levels in order to move.
Yeah.
And therefore negating your special ability. And so all I can really feel like I can do with mine is to just like whatever 5 steps ahead you have planned, if I can push your guys away from where you're going to plan on putting them, it's just my way of interrupting whatever you're going to try to do.
Move that guy there.
I'm going to move here, and I'm going to place a tower here.
Move this guy here. Put that right there.
I'm just going to push your guy back over to here. So he's out of my way a little bit. And then I will place a level 1 here. Alright. Going to go here. Place another level 1 tower.
I'm going to not move.
And you're going to put a piece in upside down? Okay. Not moving, putting that there. So what do you have planned? I think it is safe for me to bump you up to there. And then place the level 1 here. I think that's the best I could do with the situation.
Boy, this is getting tough. With these extra, like, special powers that I have, too, like, you know, it's like I want to use them to my advantage. I don't want you to use your shit.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think about what you're thinking about right
Yeah.
now. And so then I'm thinking about using my special ability to block what you would be trying to do right now. Like, if there were no... Well, no, I'm thinking about your special power and how you could use it right now. And I think about how I use my special power to respond to it. When really, like, you don't have to use them every turn. They're nice to have, but you don't necessarily have to take advantage of
No,
every
I know.
time. Yeah.
Believe me, I'm aware. I am aware.
But I just, continue to feel like I'm running defense, trying to hope that I'm able to, just block your workers in some way.
I'm gonna stay put.
Interesting. Perhaps the most interesting of all. Oh god, I hate this so much. Why are we even doing this? This is brutal. Okay. And again, I feel like there's another situation of me putting down a level 2 and that spot might be the thing that causes me to lose this one. I don't know. I just don't know. That could have been it. That could have been the passing the point of the game where I had a chance of winning, and I just did that, and now that part's over.
I could always do something stupid. I mean,
I will use my special ability to bump you to there. And then I'm just going to put down another level 2 and hope that I don't regret it later. I just want to be good at something, I just want to be good at board games. I just want to be able to beat you in what should be like my home turf of playing a board game. And you fucking swoop in here, keep beating me in it. I don't like it. Don't care for it at all. I'm too lazy to put all the math, trigonometry things spinning around your head or whatever while you do this, but alright, this is interesting. Okay, so then I move there to block it. And then what do you do? What do you do when I go to block that? I have to block it. I really don't have a choice at this point. I have no choice but to move and then block that. But I know it's a trap, and I hate it's clearly a trap. But if I don't go for the trap, then you automatically win. You win on your next turn if I just walk away from it. But I know, so I feel like it's already over. Whatever reason you did that is so that you could win on a later turn.
You better just play it out, dude. You better just play it out.
But I'm more upset that I'm taking a second to... I want to see how I'm going to lose instead of just walking into it.
Well, I mean, you know what you have to do right now.
Right.
In order for me to not win.
So I'm moving there. I put a dome on that.
That's what you're doing. That's your turn,
here.
so just do it. That's your turn.
Okay.
There's no other turn for
then
you
it's
to
back to your turn.
Then it's back to my turn.
My guy will be here. Your guy will still be there.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you are no doubt going to put a level 3 somewhere else. I don't see it. I hate... I don't see it. So just do it. Do whatever you were planning on doing. What is it? What is it? Go. Fucking go.
I'm not winning on this turn.
What is it? What is it?
I'm obviously not winning on this turn.
But you have a strategy in mind for winning, so just fucking play it out. Why are you taking so long? You should know.
I don't have it fully planned out.
It's the worst, knowing that I lost already.
No, I mean, you didn't. I don't have it all worked out, dude. I don't.
It felt like the game-ending trap was the thing. It felt like you had it all lined up.
No, I don't.
Okay, so you're not moving. You're building that.
I'm not moving. Not moving right now.
Can't bounce either of your guys. That's not an option.
I will say this: I feel really good about where I'm at.
Okay,
game, but I don't have it.
I'm
fully
happy
figured
for
out.
you. Yeah.
It is funny that a game that's this simple is this complicated.
It's like, hurting my brain so much.
So many things.
You walk through your normal life and you're
really,
like, hey, I'm like an averagely like intelligent person. You know, you just feel like that going through your typical day, and then you get this game in front of you and you're like, oh, I'm just a stupid person because this is mentally draining me so much that once we're done with this game, I'll have nothing left in the tank to think straight.
You kind of overthink sometimes because, like, your last turn, there was only one thing for you to do, and that was to save yourself. So you did that. Here you have some options. There are a lot of options for you right now.
All right, but like, there's a lot of places where if I move this guy, I'd have to put down. Like I can't either if I put down a third level with this guy, you have access to it wherever I put it. If I put it here, you can get to it. If I put it here, you can get to it. If I put it here, you can get to it.
This is all true.
Right. So the other option is to move this guy down, and I don't want to do that. And I have the problem is that you have both of your guys against walls.
That's not
right
by accident.
Right.
That's by design.
Right. So
I wanted to nullify your special
that limits
ability.
my ability to push you.
I actually am kicking myself for not doing it earlier because I realized after I made a turn that I could have made a move that probably would have taken you out, and I didn't do it by accident. So here we are.
Yeah.
And now
I also saw something earlier that I was like, I think you just made a mistake. I think you had the opportunity to put down a level 3 that I would have been able to get to. I would have been able to stop.
Probably when I watch it back, I'll be like, oh, why'd you do that?
Yeah. So at this point, I just kind of feel like I don't want to move this guy. I should move that guy. And I should just put down a level 2 somewhere or a level somewhere where that is not going to affect the game.
Or at least you don't think so.
At least I don't think so. So I'm going to move him. And I'm going to put a level 2 here. And we're just going to fucking see what happens on your turn. Whatever nonsense you've got cooking up in your brain. Chose once again not to move. Now, alright, so this guy is nullified. Because if you were to... You can't just not move and put down a level 3.
This is true.
Because I will get to either one of those spots.
Yep.
If you moved him out of there... I mean, you could just do the level 1 here. You can't do either of the level 3s because I'll get to it first. So at this point, can't worry too much about what he has going on. This brings us over to this situation. I'm still in the situation that if I were to move this guy over to here, my choices would be to either just put down a level 2 from where I was, or put down a level 3 here or here, which you would then win the game with. So I feel that the best thing for me to do is to move here and to put down a level 2 and see what your response is to me doing that. With us all against this wall.
Well,
without me able to push you this way or that way.
I think what I can do is just go here.
Because you can move as many spaces as you want on level ground.
This is true.
Put it there. I'm okay.
I know.
Okay. But once again,
you're stupid special.
But once again,
now I'm not against the wall. Now you can do things.
Right. But once again, it's just a pure like defensive move. There's nothing else I can do right now type thing. So I am pushing you down, going to there, and to make sure that this person doesn't move there on the next turn, I'm doming it. There's nothing else I could do. And see, the thing is, I feel slightly better about things after doing it. After your crazy move and me having no choice but to block it, I still feel better about things, though, because now I have this guy down on the ground. I don't know if I should feel good about it, but I do feel good about it. And I'm just enjoying this moment before my eventual defeat. My poor brain. This is taking everything I've got to think about this game. I'm not that smart. I've never been that smart, and I realize it now playing this game that I've just been a dumb person pretending to be a smart person my entire life. Alright, I don't like this. Whatever this is, I don't like it. Alright, so if I'm moving there. And placing it here. So you'd have to use your special ability. I mean, you don't have to use your special ability. You either are moving one of these guys in order to block this. But either way, you can't have either one of them just get on top of it. Correct?
That's correct.
Okay. We're all on the same page at this point that
I have to block that right now with one of my guys. I got to choose which one.
I'm just gonna name this episode "Two Dumb People Trying to Play a Game Beyond their Intelligence and Struggle the Whole Time." The dome is in your hand. I can definitely box you. But I don't know if I can get a victory out of boxing you. I think I can. Alright, so I'm pushing you back here. And I'm putting a dome there. Which leaves you with literally only one thing to do. Okay. So now I'm going to push you down to here. And I'm going to put one here. And I think my guys have you blocked in.
Yeah. Yeah, you got me. Congratulations.
Oh my god, that feels so good. Oh, it feels so good.
Oh man, I want to play again, but I gotta get downstairs. But man, he beat me finally in a game.
Okay, well,
with my dimensions, my extra powers.
Here's what's gonna happen. We will be wearing different clothing, I'm sure.
But we're doing.
But we are doing a best 2 out of 3 for this fucking thing.
Oh, I gotta wrap my head around what happened.
So right, so we are going. You are about to see Game 3 that will be taking place on a different night. So, 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Nat. It has been a couple weeks since the last time that we played. Last time that we recorded, because we have played a couple games.
Just casually.
Casually does not count as the deciding game of the matchup that we have going on right now. So this is the third and deciding game of it. I have drawn Pan, which is if I can get my worker to drop 2 levels, I win the game.
I have the Atlas card, which
Yeah.
means that I can cap anything, so I'm going to be trying to trap this guy.
The Atlas one works very well against the Pan one because I have had this situation come up before. So let's get started.
I just want to point out, I'm glad that I have...
No, there's something to say before we start going. Yeah, go ahead.
I do. I have something to say. I'm glad that I have a card that I can actually use like throughout the game. I'll be able to use this. Nat hopefully will not be able to use his power at all. So I have an advantage right off the bat.
He says that because when we played the other week, he had this one. He had the Pan, and he goes, I didn't get to use my ability once the whole time. And it's like, you only get to use it once, and then you win the game. That's why it doesn't...
Well, the thing is, it's not an advantage, like, in the actual game.
It's
like,
an
it can help you win,
yeah.
But it's not something you can just use. Like, you're trying to use it the whole time.
All right, I won the last game, so you may place your workers first.
Okay. The strategy has already begun.
Yeah,
I mean,
wow.
It
Because
matters.
I'm just thinking about the fact of
It
like,
matters.
You're just gonna dome everything that I
mean, I can. I don't necessarily have to.
You will.
I might dome the shit out of this whole board.
Oh, something that I forgot to do when we started playing last time, so we'll just do it now. May the best board gamer win. All right, take it away. Didn't dome. Interesting. I was expecting a early dome move on your part, just to set the tone.
Well, I don't want to be too predictable.
Right. It's also, I mean, it's like you have these abilities, so sometimes you feel like I just have to use the ability,
right?
Because I can do it. When really it's like no, or you could just like act like a normal person. And
I know.
Then when it actually comes in, handy, to use it then.
I know what I got.
Love is. Already making a mess. Yeah. Right. Oh God. One time I don't drink, I can't hold on to these pieces. Man, it really is. I can't believe that those two powers got drawn because it really is just like a perfect combination to play against, where being able to have an extra way to win is incredibly powerful, but the domes is also a really...
It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem.
I mean, I should also point out, though, that, like, you're just dropping domes, but at some point, you only have one way to win.
I know.
Right. Okay. I'm just pointing that out. And I
have a strategy. I have no idea if it's going to work, but I have one.
Great.
So you're trying to get away from my clutches.
Well, I need you to not completely dome this guy in like on turn 5. I do have to have some form of escape so I just don't get stuck in a corner immediately, because if you get me down to only having one worker, I mean, that's really going to be it. So...
Game's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm playing hard already.
Playing real hard. I mean, I'm like, was it a mistake to put my guy in the corner to begin the game with, because I just made it that much easier to like have you box me in, because I was already over there, and then you just had to work your way around me.
It's true.
It'd be like if a UFC fight, started against the cage. Like, that wouldn't make any sense. You start in the middle, then you work your way over there. I haven't given up on this yet. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the problem with boxing me in is that, is that if I'm left to my own devices,
Right.
Now this guy can't do anything about that.
Can't.
The classic, I'm not locked in here with you, you're locked in here with me scenario.
It is.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to like.
I mean, I don't.
It's hard
think
to envision what's going to happen, and that's what you really have to do.
Right. I mean, I don't think that I have this already.
No.
Because you've caught it.
Yeah, you don't, but you definitely don't not have it.
Right.
What do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? All right.
I mean, I basically think at this point that, like, these two guys are locked up with each other. Like,
To a certain extent, they are.
because I would refuse to, like, I don't know. I mean, at this point, like, I want to stay in that area because I feel like that's my best chance. But if we're just both locked in there, then I have the opportunity to get out of there. Then I might just have to, take it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what you're going to do, depending on what I do here. And it's very tricky. It's a very tricky scenario because I've also blocked myself out of all these areas as well. So like
Right.
this guy is not even going to be. We got a single file.
Right. I mean,
thing
these
going
two,
on
these
here.
two, can go at it, and then these two can go at it. But as of right now, this guy can't really help with what's going on over here. He's going to have to respond if I decide to move back over here instead of trying to make this happen. Because this guy can win in 2 turns if left unchecked.
Thanks for letting me know how many turns.
No, wait, 3. Well, no, I'm just saying that if I moved him, I put one up there.
Right.
Then I had to get up on the 2, and then on my third move, I would drop back down. So this takes, but the guy's that close, so he's not really. He couldn't actually win in 3 because you have this guy here.
Yeah.
If you had a guy 4 spots away, I'd be like, hurry up because it's already over. But you're close enough that
It's just so tricky. Oh, God, I don't know what to do. Other than use the shit out of my special power and hope that I'm using it the right way. But I feel like already I could have wielded this better. But I don't know. That's the thing that's like different about this game is it's always different. Like if you have a different power, it changes the entire game. So it's not just Santorini. It's got a lot of modifiers to it.
Do you realize that I think I have this?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
You think so?
there's
I
no-
feel like I have
I feel like there's
it.
no way you don't have it.
Right.
Sucks. Sucks. Just sucks.
Do I still have it?
No, we're gonna play it out.
Yeah, I know we're
don't
gonna play it out.
I don't
I'm
know
just
whether
trying
you
to-
have it or not. I mean, it really depends on what you do and what I do.
Yeah, I think I did that wrong. was I thinking? Why did I do that? That was dumb. I did a dumb thing, and now I'm gonna lose.
I don't have it yet, so I mean.
Yeah, but I definitely should have done that differently. That was a mistake. Oh yeah, I realize I don't have very many options at this point. Wish I could have gone back.
I'm really trying to like count turns here.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do if I do a thing? That's the thing where it's like it seems simple, but to try and calculate all the variables is really difficult.
Yeah.
Because I have to do a thing now. There's only so many things I can do, but depending on what I do, he's gonna make some kind of a move. And what is that gonna be? And how do I set myself up? I just found a hair on the board.
Probably mine. If I had to guess.
Well, I hardly have any left to spare,
right.
so yeah.
If it was yours, then you should probably glue it back on.
I'm gonna.
Actually, maybe I don't have it. I take that back. It's like watching A Beautiful Mind right now.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go. And then I'm gonna go.
The game is flawed.
Uh-huh.
I started first. The board should be a different shape. I figured it out. Okay, so there was a brief intermission there while we waited for Paul to decide what he was going to do. The camera that I was using above the table died. So then we tried to use my phone to record it. And Paul dropped my phone on the table, thus knocking everything off of the board. So we had to go back to the video to figure out what the board would look like. So we did all that. We are now using my phone to record the board itself. So it's going to look a little different.
Yeah.
But while we were working on that, Paul also decided what his next move was going to be. So Paul, take it away.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Yep.
And I'm gonna put a cap right here. And now it's your move.
Yep. Yeah, I think, you probably got me then.
I'm feeling like I got you now, but it's so hard to predict how things are gonna go. Because technically right now you still have enough space to do stuff. But I don't think you're gonna be able to.
I mean, let's break it down, because I think you have me.
Well, I think you need to just... The only way to break it down is for you to just take your move.
Well, no, I'm talking about, am I better off working back over here or wrapping this up? So let's say, there's only one place I can move at this point.
Right.
And that is for this guy to move there. So...
Multiple things you can do.
Right. So I wouldn't want to put a level 2 here, because then I would not be able to climb up onto the level 2 on my next turn.
That's correct.
Leaving me with the only other option to be to put a level 1 here. Alright? So, your guy could either go back, which wouldn't make any sense, or you climb on top of that level 1, and then dome the ground right here. And then
climb onto my level 2 and go and win the game.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you
still
me
have the
locked.
other guy to move, though.
You have me locked, but you still have to do a level 3 thing in order to
win.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not just about... I mean, if neither of my guys can move, though, if I am unable to move a guy, then you also win that way. So the doming thing could be another way that you beat me instead of going for the level 3, if I just run out of spaces.
It's good to know.
Right, which brings me back over here. I can go here, and then the only option I would have is to put a level 1 there. You would then climb onto that level 1. And then you would have the choice of either putting a level 2 here, doming this one, doming the ground right here. Because if you dome the ground here, and I'm here, and you're there, then my guy wouldn't be able to move at all. That guy's done. Right, which brings me back over here. I can go here, and then you would have the choice of either putting a level 2 here, doming the ground right here. Because if you dome the ground here, and I'm here, and you're there, then my guy wouldn't be able to move at all. That guy's done.
And my guy would be trapped in too, but that would leave me with this guy who's not trapped.
But, well, I mean, you would still be able to... Well, one more move. You would still be able to move to here. You'd be able to put another dome in this spot. And, I mean, yeah, I guess both of our guys would be trapped at that point.
And it wouldn't matter.
But it would be my turn to move with him. And I'd be unable to move this guy at all. It would be my responsibility to move. So let's just say that this part is probably wrapped up. I mean, I'm going to move him. Yeah, because if I climb up there, then you're just going to move and dome that. So there's no point in even doing that. So I guess, I think you have me at this point. So I'm going to put that there.
So I want to make sure that I don't screw up. Because that's where it's like every time I think I have you, I do something stupid and then I don't have you.
Right.
And that's how people win this game. It's based on who makes the first big enough mistake that you can take advantage and actually win. And yeah, I got the lockdown on here. Now I need to do something with this guy to make sure that you don't win. I need to make sure I can constantly build where I need to be able to build in order to make that happen.
Well, I mean, if you move to here and you dome there,
right? That's what I'm thinking of doing right now.
then I have no choice but to move to this spot.
Right.
And then...
But I need to be able to get back there and make sure...
And then the only thing I'd be able to do is put a level 1 here.
Because if I... That's the thing. If I...
But then you
here
can,
and
but
dome
then
there, I no longer have access this way. And then you could then have these two spots to build your way up. And I don't want to do that.
Right.
Because I'm on the ground right now. So I need to calculate. Because I definitely don't want, like, I've got you basically trapped, so I don't want to, like, lose that.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah, you're not walking away.
But I ain't going to go so far that I can't dome what I need to dome. So I think that's what I'm going to do is move here and dome here. Because if I did anything other than that, I'd be giving you more
so
than
then I go here. I have no choice but to put this here.
Going to move here.
And then you can put a level 2 and I won't be able to...
Right.
Yeah.
You can't move that guy. You're forced to move your other guy now.
Yeah. Which is just buying time at this point.
Yep. So I'll just move over to here. Should I even do that? Yeah, I'm going to do that because I want to make sure that your guy can't freaking move. So put a cap here. And actually, that wins me the game, doesn't it? Can't move now.
No, can't move. See, that was it. You got me.
Here, I was thinking I had to go all the way up to level 3, but I don't. I've just cornered
No, yeah,
you,
I mean,
which was...
if you had moved that guy to try to do the level 3, that would have dragged it out for a couple more turns. But,
it's funny because I was just thinking like...
Oh, wait,
all right,
no, hold on. Well, hold on. I can move, but again, this is not going to really make a difference.
Well, that's my guy you just moved.
Oh, right.
You're going to leave that part in, right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. How do I cut around that? I was like, oh, no, wait, I can still move to here, and then you're... Yeah. Wow.
So, all right, you're stuck, and it's funny because, like, my strategy from the beginning was like, all right, trap him so that I can get up to level 3 on my own. But it was literally like, if you give a guy 2 spaces to be able to move back and forth, he's able to win.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even, I had to 100% trap him, which just made me win the game. So literally, I feel like with this card anyways, the only way you're going to win the game is to just trap the other guy. Because you can't give, at least especially with having the advantage being able to drop down 2 levels.
If it wasn't going against this,
right,
then you could have played it differently.
Right.
But Yeah, this makes it that you have to just be doming everything to try to block them from ever getting to a level. I mean, I was never on a level 2 the whole game. Because these were built, but no one ever got onto them.
Right. Well, even though you never actually got to technically use the card, like, I had to obviously change my strategy because you could just drop down 2 levels and win. So I was on defensive, like, the entire time, which isn't normally how I play.
But it's a very strong defense. You have bonus 2 defense. Blocks, so whereas this is a pure, like, offense ability, you have a pure defense one, and the defense one is very, very, very good for this game.
But, I mean, when we just play regular Santorini without any cards, like, I like to play aggressively and stay ahead and make the other person make the defensive moves, because,
All right. Well, we've talked about it a little bit. Congratulations to Paul for winning the best 2 out of 3.
Thank you.
But we're going to go now to our final thoughts. All right. Well, that went okay, I guess. The powers in that last game were ridiculous. It is very hard to beat a guy who can just dome everything.
It was really quite the battle, because it did have a good advantage in that game, even though you never got to actually technically
I never got to use it. I never got to use my special
tough.
ability. But we have, so in addition to the games that you saw, we have been playing a lot of Santorini, and it is, I will say that it came out a while ago. When I first saw it, I was like, all right, let me check this game out. Watched a video of it and was just like, this is too simple for what I like to do. This isn't going to work. But then I played it and I was like, oh, there's like so much more to this than just comes across when you're just watching someone else play it. The complexity of the game, when it's so, what you have to do on turn is so simple, but the complexity of it just goes so far beyond that. And one of those games that even if you just play the basic version of it, I mean, you can, but it's still something that you would go back to. A lot of games, you play the easy version of it, then you take off the training wheels and you never go back to that. Where this, it's more like, do I want to play the basic version or do I want to play, with the advanced rules? It just kind of, I will say that I did have a game where we played without the special abilities and we almost completely filled up the board because we were doing really good. But then it just one stupid mistake and I was able to win that one. But it was against Paul. But yeah, your thoughts?
I just have to say it's the most enjoyable game that I've played since Dominion, I would have to say.
Which is the last time I was able to get him to play a game with me, probably.
I've played other games, but they're always too complicated. This one is simple. The concept of it is simple, but when you actually go to play it, it's like, oh man, there's so many things, there's so many variables, and you always have to think at least, I'd say 4 turns ahead. What can the other guy do?
Which I struggle with.
Within a few turns, and you always got to stay close enough to the other guy's workers, but you like to get away from them so that you can try and build. So it's
trying to box
them in.
Balance.
It's quite a balance.
Box them in.
A small board.
Doesn't always work. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I know that we are going to be playing this game even when there's no cameras on us because we like it that much. Yeah. But I already told Paul, I said there's going to be a lot of games that we're playing for this channel that he's not going to like as much as Santorini. But I think it was a very good starter video for, starter game for the series. And, for people that you have in your life who aren't into board games, I think it is definitely something to have them give a try to, because it is people have really liked it.
You can just pick it up and play it. I mean, and that's what I like. You don't have to read a manual. It's not, check out paragraph 5 of the instructions. No. Yeah. Just this is how you play. Do it. When you're done playing a regular game, then add some modifying cards to it, and it's really a whole new game at that point. Same concept, whole new game.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please like the video. And if you want to just know when more of these are coming out, please subscribe as well. Thanks so much for watching.
Catch you later.